Would you like to have an Emirates first class flight for your honeymoon? Or are you a road warrior with a stockpile of miles and aren't sure how to spend them? Or are you a large family and would love to travel to Disney? Whatever your travel goals are, you aren't alone. I'm Crystal, aka the Points Diva, and I'm all about traveling to the edge of the world, all on points and miles. I've traveled to about 13 countries in the past 2 years with my family and an additional 15 countries solo. In this video, I'd like to show you how to get started with traveling on points and miles and all the travel hacks. Whether you are a college student trying to have the means to study abroad or traveling for a business and sitting on a pile of miles, I will teach you a few travel hacks to save you money on traveling. Continue watching this beginner's guide to learn how to travel for the low and hit that like and subscribe button. In this video, I'll outline a few steps. Dream big. Where do you want to go if money wasn't an issue? Dream big. Focus. Which flight or hotel products will you use? Calculate. How many points will you need? Plan. How will you earn those miles? And lastly, let's put it all together. So, what are your travel goals? Before you start applying for a bunch of credit cards, you must decide where you want to go. Would you like to fly Qatar's amazing business class or stay in an amazing villa in the Maldives? Or is there a once-in-a-lifetime credit card bonus that you should take advantage of before it expires? Knowing where you want to go will determine where you'll need to focus your earnings and points for miles. Think about destinations, great hotels, and airlines that seem appealing. Research which airline flies to that destination. For hotels, what are the best hotel options for your situation that are part of a hotel chain? Flightconnections.com is a great site to quickly tell you which airline flies direct to your destination. How many points do you need? Use Roam Travel or PointsYeah.com to find the best points routes and points costs. This will narrow down the credit card you should apply for to get you there. My consultation services can help you with this. Now, you should sign up for loyalty programs if you haven't done so already. Everyone in your family over the age of 2 should sign up for their own frequent flyer account. This is free and allows for you to start collecting airline and hotel points. You'll go directly to the airline and hotel websites directly to sign up. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of earning points and miles. Now that you know where you want to travel and have signed up for airline and hotel programs, it's time to find the best credit card offer that will get you to your destination. When Mr. and O and I travel, we're using credit card sign-up offers. For example, Chase, American Express, Citi, Bank of America, etc. They all have their own travel credit cards. When you apply and are approved, you get a certain amount of points after hitting a minimum spend within a certain time frame. I'll explain minimum spend later in this video. Okay, so let's pause for a moment here. You're like, oh my gosh, credit cards, I don't really want to do this. Okay. Will my credit card score be affected? The quick answer is yes, but not in a negative way that you may think if used responsibly. 35% of your credit score comes from paying your monthly bill on time. So as long as you have a 0 late payment, you're good. 30% of your score comes from the amount that you owe on your card. So if you pay your balance off in full each month, your score won't be negatively impacted. Next is the amount of time you keep the card open, and the least impacted two are account mix and new credit card inquiries. Now let's talk about the 2-player mode. For earning miles, the 2-player mode is a great option if you have a significant other, family member, or friend that's interested in the same card. You can refer them to that card that you have and you'll get extra miles and bonuses once they are approved for the card. So let's also discuss buying hotel points. This is great for those that don't really want to apply for cards. So hotels and airlines both allow you to purchase miles and points. I only purchase hotel points when there is a 100% bonus. So for instance, IHG had a promotion. I bought the max amount of points of 105,000 points and received an additional 105,000 points, and I paid $1,050 in cash and used those points to stay at the Kempton Seafire Hotel in the Cayman Islands. The regular rate is 70,000 points per night, and with the IHG credit card, if you stay 3 nights, your 4th night is free, reducing the rate to $52,500 for 4 nights. This is an amazing redemption because the cash rate can go up to $1,900 around Christmas time. So the total rate with taxes and resort fees would come out to $7,623. Yeah, my referral link is below, so click that. So the hardest way to earn points is actually through traveling. Unless you travel for work like each week, this will be really hard for you to maximize. So I really won't even go that deep into this method. Should I keep my card open after I have the points? And the quick answer is yes and no. Some cards give you a free hotel night each anniversary year. I'm willing to pay $89 for my IHG card each year because I get a free annual night that's up to $200. Sometimes there is a need to cancel a card, but before I do, I request to have the available balance transferred to another card before doing so. So, for example, I no longer want my Chase United card and I have $6,000 available credit. I'll call and say, hey, Chase rep, I don't want this card anymore and I want the available credit over to my Chase Sapphire card. And they're like, okay, sure. Now, if you have a card that has a 0 annual fee, always keep that open because it doesn't hurt you to keep it open. Okay, let's pause here and discuss myth number 2. When I get my points, should I cancel the card? Another myth is canceling the card once you receive your bonus. This quick answer is no. Some cards give you a free hotel night each anniversary year. Now, let's discuss hitting the minimum spend. Now that you've identified where you want to go and have applied for your card, make note of the approval date for that card. If you don't spend the minimum for that required time, you won't get your points and miles. So take a quick screenshot of this. All of these are manufacturing spending options to help you meet your minimum spend. A few to point out. There are services that allow for you to pay your rent, student loans, and most bills with the credit card. You might also be able to, say for instance, go to a local grocery store, purchase a debit gift card, then use that same gift card to purchase a morning order. You then deposit that money order into your bank account to pay off that gift card amount on your credit card. But there are so many different ways to meet the minimum spend without spending more than you need. And remember, you must pay your credit card balance off each month. The miles aren't worth it if you have to pay 25% interest for carried over balances each month. Treat your credit card like a debit card. You're just simply switching out what you normally pay for things and getting rewarded for purchases that you would make anyway. Now, time to book. Now that you've hit your minimum spend and the points are in your account, you're ready to book directly on the airlines or hotel's website. So, I hope this beginner's guide has inspired you to make your first leap in booking your first award. I love to hear some of your travels that you've made on points and miles in the comment section below. If you need additional assistance, another part of my pointsdiva.com business is one-on-one consultation. This includes a personalized itinerary and details on which card to apply for to get you exactly where you want to go. If you have any additional questions, you're always able to ask me down below in the comment section. I would be more than happy to help you on how to get started with traveling on points and miles. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.